Here's the story of how these two old girls survived a tornado. Stormy wasn't involved, but she still likes to be included. When we first moved to this area, we didn't have anywhere to put our horses. Thankfully, we had a friend from church that offered to keep them for us with his beef cattle. This story isn't super thrilling, but it is a testament to just how smart these critters can be, especially Teardrop. The day of the tornado, the weather actually looked fantastic, and it kind of popped up out of nowhere, which you wouldn't think would be a good thing, but in this situation, it kind of was. Because had I known about it, I probably would have said that we should put the horses in their stall. Keep in mind that this was a totally different location, so the stalls weren't quite like this. Since there was no warning, the horses were just out in the pasture grazing like they usually do. For me, any tornado is a big deal, but this was really just a small one. That tornado came straight through their pasture, and it actually destroyed a grain silo, and it destroyed the stall that they would have been in. But these two old ladies were smart and experienced, and as soon as that rough weather came in, they got out of there. Arion didn't escape without injury though. She actually had her whole front leg here filleted open by a piece of metal. And when I say filleted, I mean from here to here was totally flapped over. And now all she's got left there is this teeny tiny little scar, and you can hardly tell that she had any injury at all. So like I said, it wasn't really thrilling, but had I been in charge of them, we probably would have had a different outcome. After that experience, we've really trusted all three of them to make their own decisions when there's inclement weather in the area. Teardrop here is really the brains of the operation, and she leads the herd to safety in lots of different situations. We don't always see eye to eye, but she's a really smart horse.